Today I saw a post on Reddit from a homeschooling mom whose 11-year-old had zero friends and she didn't know how to fix it. Her nearest homeschool co-op was 45 minutes away and she felt like she tried everything. Now, a lot of homeschoolers have many friends, especially if they live in big cities or they're part of some area that has a large homeschooling group. But if you live in a rural area or a place that maybe doesn't have as many homeschoolers, you could be a little bit challenged. So here's what I'd recommend if you're excited to continue homeschooling, but your child doesn't have any friends. First of all, your child can participate in after school activities. And you'll probably find a lot of public schools allow children to participate in after school activities at the school. So you could contact your local public school. You could go on Yelp and research classes in your area or Google Maps. Just look for any kind of activity that they might be interested in. There are certain activities that lend themselves a little bit better to socialization than others. Trampoline places are one that has worked really well for a lot of parents. Taekwondo. The other thing that I would recommend is organizing your own consistent activity. Now, this is a little bit of a tough one because I know that parents have organized a chess club and then one or two kids came and then nobody came. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. First of all, you need to go in your local Facebook group. I'm sorry, even if you're not on Facebook, that's where the homeschooling community lives. So you're going to need to go on Facebook. You could also try Meetup and see if there's a local homeschooling group, or if there's not a local homeschooling group in your particular city, try your state. If there's no homeschooling group in your state, which really doesn't exist, you can also try a big secular homeschooling group and say that you're looking for people in your area, and maybe somebody in that group is going to speak up, or potentially somebody is going to know of a group that you couldn't find or maybe haven't heard of. In the comments, I'm going to post our ultimate guide to homeschooling socialization and also another post I wrote on exactly how to work the Facebook groups. So the first thing you're going to do is say, hey, we're an amazing homeschooling family. We love reptiles and bouncy houses, and we are thinking about starting a weekly board game night. Is anyone else interested? What days and times can work for you? And you'll probably get a flurry of people who are interested, or you might just get one person who's interested, and that's a perfectly great place to start. Now, you're going to take all those people and you're going to get their names and their phone numbers. This is crucial. And you're going to pick a day of the week that is good for a board game night, like Thursday at 5 p.m. From there, you're going to make sure that you have that board game night every single week at the same time, come heck or high water. Consistency is vital here because it might start off with a few people and then it will gradually start to grow. So what you're going to do is when you have your first board game night, you're not going to message people as a group. You're going to reach out one-on-one so people really feel the accountability. So you take that group of Facebook people and you say, hey, Sarah, we're really excited to see you and Joey at the board game night, and bring a snack. Are you coming? And then you're going to reach out to Daniel. Hey, Daniel, are you bringing Sari and Joseph to the board game night? We're really excited to see you. Just make sure you message every single person and you get their response. From there, you can create a group and you can message updates to the group. But that kind of original, and I usually use WhatsApp for these types of groups, but in the past, I've tried to organize events and I just put everybody in one group and then people don't feel accountable for responding. So most decent people who have basic etiquette are going to respond and say, yes, I'm coming, or no, I'm not coming. And every single week, you send a reminder. Now, if you want to be a really nice homeschooling parent, you can also let families drop their kids off for 2 or 3 hours and then they get a break. And if you need a break sometime, then you can ask them to host. So that's pretty good. But you just have to make sure every week at the same time. You host this event, you message people individually, and you make sure they're coming. So that's really key. And don't get discouraged if the first couple meetups don't work well. If you can't host it at your house, you can always host it at the local public library. Maybe even the librarian will put up a sign. If your kids don't necessarily click the first time around, keep going. The nice thing about board games is there doesn't necessarily have to be this incredible conversation flow because you're playing a game. And so if somebody is introverted or extroverted, if they're kind of some really annoying know-it-all gifted kid, that was me, or if they're potentially a child who has sensory processing and or a little bit of social anxiety, they don't have to be on all the time. They can circle around, they can speak as needed, come in, come out. Extroverts and introverts do really well in this type of setting. So that's why I really like board game night. Park day meetup can be good as well, but the most important thing is to be consistent. And that way you can start getting a really lovely homeschooling group going in your area. I do think in-person meetups are very important. However, you can also make online friendships. We have a Minecraft club on Modulo. A lot of kids enjoy playing Minecraft together. One-on-one FaceTimes can be fun. And if you want to make an online friend, your child's age, feel free to reach out to us. All you have to do, you can join our Substack, teachyourkids.substack.com, reply, say, hey, Manisha, will you set me up with a friend online? My child is 12. I can also help recommend groups in your area if you're having trouble finding them on Facebook. And voila! If you live in a rural area and you don't have activities nearby, try to sign up for after school classes and or create a board night. And remember, your friends don't have to be homeschoolers. There are kids in school who don't have a lot of friends too. But the main thing is that you are consistent with your game night and you do it every week. I hope that this video was helpful to you and you are excited to try some new ideas to help you and your homeschooler make friends and build community.